Weedsport Speedway wrapped up a busy three-day race weekend with the traveling All-Star Circuit of Champions featuring Tony Stewart and dozens of the best 410 sprint car drivers from the East Coast and Midwest. Indiana's Carson Macedo led all 35 laps to win his second race in a row on the tour. Macedo, fresh off a win the night before at Stateline Speedway, started out front and drove away from the field to earn his first two wins on the tour this season. While some watched Macedo work traffic, most of the eyes were on the battle for second place between Paul McMahon and series point leader Aaron Reutzel. McMahon and Reutzel traded the second spot lap after a lap before Posse member Danny Dietrich would work his way into the mix and pass Reutzel for third place with just 2 laps to go. Tony Stewart raced his way up to 7th place after finishing 7th the night before at Stateline and 6th Friday night at Outlaw Speedway. Local racers Mike Mahaney and Larry White finished 9th and 10th respectively. "This is pretty unbelievable. What a weekend for this team," Macedo said. "The car keeps getting better and better. Our plan was to come to New York and be competitive all weekend, but to win 2 straight is pretty special. This is a perfect transition into Ohio Sprint Speed Week." Waterloo's Matt Shepard wrapped up a perfect weekend with a win on Sunday in Weedsport as he came from 7th to 1st, just past the halfway mark of the 40-lap dirt car big block modified feature, and drove away from the field for his 15th win on the young season and 20th career win in Weedsport. Shepard has won 15 of his 28 starts so far this year. On Saturday night at Fulton Speedway, Tim Sears Jr. started 11th and ran down rookie Todd Root with just 3 laps to go to win his second Dirt Car 358 modified feature of the season. Root took the lead early from the outside pole position and kept his 327 cubic inch W16 engine revved up at the top side of the speedway for 32 laps before Sears was able to get underneath him in turn 3 and take the lead. "It was a nail-biter, that's for sure," Sears told the crowd. "I think I was like 4th and I saw them catch lap traffic and they were getting held up by lap traffic and I was closing in on them. That's when it started clicking. I just hit my marks on the bottom and here we are." Central Square's Sean Beardsley went to the outside with 4 to go to grab his first win of the year in the Rush Late Model feature, while Fulton's Corey Barker won for the second weekend in a row. Barker picked up the victory in the first Dirt Car Sportsman race and thanked his sponsor Tom Juneau, who was watching from his booth after being taken to the hospital from the track 1 week before. At Oswego Speedway, defending Supermodified champion Dave Schulich Jr. won his second race in 3 starts, passing Dave Gruel with 18 laps to go and holding off teammate Otto Sitterly through slower traffic in the closing laps. After crashing on opening night, Mike Bond passed former Oswego Speedway PR director Dan Kapuscinski with 13 laps to go for his first win of the season. Bond sits atop the small block Supermodified win list with 42, twice as many as his nearest competitor. The result may have looked the same as it has all year at Brewerton Speedway, with Larry White winning his 3rd in a row and Jimmy Phelps finishing 2nd for the 3rd week in a row, but this time it was a little different than the first 2. "Jimmy was able to beat us up to the front and we were able to ride around," White said. "We got a late yellow and once we got rolling around the bottom, we got up to 2nd and after that I got to go up to the top with a fresh right rear tire that we hadn't really hurt throughout the race because we were rolling the bottom and I was able to get by Jimmy." Weekend results Friday: Brewerton Speedway Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds, Larry White, Jimmy Phelps, Tim Sears Jr., Tom Sears Jr., Max McLaughlin, Gary Tompkins, Tim Carr, Pat Ward, Billy Decker, Ron Davis. 3 Dirt Car Sportsman race no. 1. Nick Krause, Zach Sabotka, Matt Janchik, Ricky Yell, Chris Cunningham. Dirt Car Sportsman race no. 2. 2, Will Shields, Billy Clark Jr., Kevin Root, Amy Holland, Brent Joy Stars Modlights, Justin Williams, Mike Mullen, Joe Garofalo, Tom Perkins, Dave Brown 4 Cylinders, Ray Beckler, Chuck Powellchick, David Denova, Adam Gates, Donnie Ryder Canham Speedway, Lafargeville, Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, Billy Dunn, Ryan Arbuthnot, Tim Fuller, Danny O'Brien, Chris Rabb, Luke Whitaker, Bobby Harrington, Jordan McCready, Tom Conklin, Frank Caprara Dirt Car Sportsman, Dave Marcusili, Jackson Gill, Jessica Power, Taylor Caprara, Dave Rogers Pro Street Stocks, Mike White, Sid Harmer Jr., Sean Kirby, Mike Durham, Rick Dushka's Thunderstocks, Jr. Durham, Phil DeSormo 3, Zach Stone, Mike Greenfield, Joe Orvis Rookie Sportsman, Dustin Hutton, Richard Thornton, Rick Page, Kevin Warren, Jonathan Murphy Saturday Fulton Speedway Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, Tim Sears Jr., Todd Root, Larry White, Billy Whitaker, Bobby Harrington, Ron Davis 3, Phil Veneri 3, Tom Sears Jr., Pat Ward, Jordan McCready Dirt Car Sportsman Feature No. 1. Corey Barker, Nick Krause, Alan Fink, Chris Mackey, Jackson Gill Dirt Car Sportsman Feature No. 2. Mark Yorker, Tony Finch 2, Zach Sabotka, Greg Doust, Jessica Power Rush Late Models, Sean Beardsley, Jason Parkhurst, Brett Belden, Kevin Cook, Max Hill Novice Sportsman, Jake Davis, Quinn Wallace, Kiara Backus, Tyler Murray, Robert Gage Land of Legends Raceway, Canandaigua, Dirt Car Modifieds, Matt Shepard, Eric Rudolph, Kyle Coffey, Billy Dunn, Justin Hares, Jimmy Phelps, Alan Johnson, Steve Payne, James Sweeting, Derek Podsiadlo Dirt Car Sportsman, Dave Marcusili, Kevin Ridley, Paul Guerreri, Matt Guerreri, Ricky Newton 305 Sprint Cars, Daryl Ruggles, Alicia Bay, Brandon Griffin, Johnny Kolosik, Eric Carlson Street Stocks, Adam Dupuy, Parker Smith, Brad Steinruck, Nick Dandino, Dakota Sharp New Legends Sportsman, Billy Payne, Tyler Vinson, Ryan Harris, Sam Hoxie, Orville Harris Oswego Speedway Super Modifieds, Dave Shulick Jr., Otto Sitterly, Dave Gruel, Joe Gosick, Dan Connors Jr., Tyler Thompson, Keith Champagne, Eric Iosu, Lulavea Jr., Lulavea Sr. Small Block Super Modifieds, Mike Bond, Anthony Lizardo, Dan Kapuscinski, Russ Brown, Dalton Doyle Skyline Raceway Park, Virgil, Sportsman, Rocky Rothwell, Nate DeGraw, Dale Welty, John Morse, Andrew Smith Street Stocks, Bob Mills, Buck Mills Sr., Zach Mills, Bobby Wagner, Buck Mills Jr. Pure Stocks, Allison Pierce Eric Williams, Levi Frank, Brent Williams, Amber Pierce 4 Cylinders, Rich Wagner, Phil Burns, Tom Bumpus, Cody Rowley, Justin Wells Modlights, Justin Williams, Mike Mullen, Tom Perkins, Jim Dunham. Sunday Weedsport Speedway All-Star Circuit of Champions 410 Sprint Cars, Carson Macedo, Paul McMahon, Danny Dietrich, Aaron Reutzel, Parker Price Miller, Greg Hodnett, Tony Stewart, Chad Kemena, Mike Mahaney, Larry White Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds, Matt Shepard, Larry White, Pat Ward, Tyler Trump, Ron Davis 3, Brett Hearn, Jimmy Phelps, Chris Heil, Alan Johnson, Max McLaughlin.